Hi Masters, Jedis and Padawans. This is a demonstration of hacking voiceover servers with VIPROY penetration testing kit. VIPROY penetration testing kit is specially developed for SIP pen test. This pen testing kit includes many modules like options, register module, enumerator, brute forcer, trust analyzer, and SIP Proxy module. All modules developed for Metasploit framework, and this penetration testing kit also includes a SIP library for development. You can download it from this link or GitHub page. This page contains a few videos to help testing and usage of this tool. Also, I present basic usage of this tool. Basic settings for executing modules. We have a operator, HackMe operator, hackathon service. This is a service. They sell SIP server and SIP services to customers. Izmir is a production SIP service. We only know its IP address. Also, many trusted international or domestic operators. We don't know what the IP address is. So, we have an agenda. This is our agenda to test SIP services. Enumerating and footprinting of SIP services is very required for testing. It's our first step. We should detect SIP servers, also which version of softwares, and which services or which methods are available. So, our options and register modules help for this step. Another step is accessing SIP service with or without credential. Third step is direct invite or credentialed invite. Our fourth step, DOS mode attacks. We presented DOS mode attacks in this step. Fifth step, enumerating users' accounts from SIP server. We need an account or many accounts for server. We should test it, and we try to get basic passwords and basic accounts. Also, password brute force for well-known and protected accounts. Also, I published a paper, SIP Hacking Trust Relationships of SIP Gateways. This trust analysis step explains this trust analysis. Finding trusted SIP server, like these ones. Also, initiating a spoofed call from these servers to customer. Also, our last step, analyzing SIP client over SIP Proxy. Okay. This is our network scheme. So we have no idea. We don't know IP addresses. Also, software versions or anything else. This is SIP switch, also known as soft switch on NGEN environment, next generation network environment. Also, these ones, SIP switch servers. Okay. Metasploit modules. I initiated Metasploit, and I try to get which model are required. My IP address should be set for all modules. This is my internal IP address, 192.168.1.99. Also, I should set an internal SIP port because we need answers, so we should set it. All our communication drive on a UDP protocol. This is target network. We should detect it, especially between 200 and 210. Yes, is host range. Also, we should define especially host. Some modules require a network range. Some modules require a specific host, a specific remote server. I initiated VSIP options module. This module developed for SIP options discovery. You can set threads. It's multi-threaded. And run. We have one SIP server. This one is our target server, Izmir. Asterisk PBX server 1.6.2.11. This is version number. Also, we can SIP sweep. We can do SIP sweep via a register model. This is SIP register model, and these are options. This module could be useful for SIP sweep and detecting SIP servers, also registering a server, registering without a credential, and detecting accounts without passwords. Also, another usage of this module is some SIP servers supports register authentication, but they don't support invite authentication. So they permit a registered port, source port, to call. If we register this port with this module, we can initiate any call from this specific port. So I try to register any SIP server in this range. Run. And yes, we have information. I cancelled. Okay. We have many accounts in there. I have no idea. I can enumerate these ones. For example, our enumerator model. We will get back for registering an account in this server with this SIP register model. I just put printing server. So use auxiliary scanner to SIP enumeration. We need an account to register this SIP server. Our client IP, client port, from number and to number. These ones required for initiating a call or analyzing or requesting a call. Method. This module supports three methods: subscribe, register, and invite. We should use subscribe. We need an internal number range, dial number range, and we need a user file to enumerate. We can use a user file or we can use a range. I should unset username. It's not required for us, just for now. I have a user file. I set it. Also, verbose is not required in this step. We should sure method is subscribe and run. But I have a few information. These internal numbers should be in this range, 100 and 250. Also, we should set numeric users when we use it. It's not required now, and I unset these ones for next step. I use only user file. Run. These options required, but they don't use in this step when user file is presented and numeric users option is false. So it should not define or let them default values. So I ran this module and user file executed, and this user found 2000. We can use numeric range now. Set numeric users true, minimum values and maximum values. A range should be set. Also, this option is not required for us. Okay. Module executed, and we have a few results: 101, 102, 103, 104, 200, 201, 202. These are our accounts, internal numbers. We have enumerated these ones. Okay. Subscribe module is very useful in this enumeration step, but this method caused a few missing things. For example, when we set method register and run the module, we should direct 100 another user. 100 is a specific user. This user don't need any authentication or any password, because our server response is 200 OK. That means this server accepts 100 user without password. Subscribe module helps us to detect unauthorized users, but this one is authorized, so we should use all methods to enumerate all users. We have an account. We can initiate any number, any call. from this number. Okay. Okay, our agenda. We enumerate server and we detect a few things. This server is running an app, and IP address is this one. The software is asterisk and version is 1.6.2.11. Okay, accessing SIP server. We already did it. 1.0 is already accepted without credential. Okay. We need a valid credential. This user could be restricted, test, or any special ability. So we need a regular user to test this server. Also, this one is useful for other tests. For example, inbound spoofing or initiating a call or testing billing or CDR management. Okay. We need a valid credential, so password brute force is our best attack. This module supports brute force, SIP user and password brute forcer. Okay. These options could be useful in brute force. When a specific user, we directed 2000, okay, I'm searching this line. We have a register. We have a user file, and we enumerated 2000 via user file. So we have a user 2000, 101, 102, 103, and etc. These accounts could be useful for brute force. Okay. Brute force module can be executed with different ways. One user brute force, one user dictionary attack with a password file, a user file with a dictionary password file, or a numeric range with a password file. I can demonstrate it with user file, set user file. This file contains many users. More than 100. So I should run this module. Okay, it's failed because I just not yet set a password file. This file contains a few easy passwords. Password 123, secure, let me in, secret, or like that. I set it user file and I set pass file for these options. Okay. I should set variables false because there are too many results. Okay. More than 100 users examined with these passwords, and we have a valid credential. Another usage of this model is using numeric branch. Okay, I defined a range between 100 and 250, and I ran this module. 100. This user can initiate any call without password. These users are our focus. We have many accounts. Okay. We have an account, actually many accounts. We can connect this server and we can call these customers. Their internal numbers should be these ones. I have no idea about this part of network or firewall. I just know this server, IP address and version, also customers' internal numbers, communication numbers. Okay. This step is done. Our next step, registering a SIP server with valid credential. We can use this module, register module, for valid credential. By default, it doesn't try login. Just try to register without password or credential. We should set login parameter to true and run. And OK. These are other servers, numeric server. I should set username 2000, especially we should define this server. Okay. This model is useful for to access many servers with one credential. We can use a range in our host section, and we can initiate a register attempt with this user and password. This is useful for next generation networks. Many SIP servers, they trust each other. Also, they support many value-added services. Okay. We have valid credential and a connected server. Also, we enumerated many accounts with enumeration module. We can initiate a call. Also, we can initiate a special test for invite. I use invite module. Now, SIP invite tester. This module works for initiating a call, initiating a spoofed call with invite spoofing. Also, many DOS attacks. We can use this module for breaking a server or executing ringing all clients same time. And this is possible. I used it with basic options. I should change my C port because this port registered for 2000. We already registered and set our password, and this port reserved for 2000. We have unprivileged a new port. We have no credential, or this port is not registered. This is our port with unprivileged. So we have a special from. We can initiate any call from this number. $200 is this limb phone is connected our server. I initiated a call and declined. Also, I can initiate a call with a credential. I directed this user with brute force just a few minutes ago, 102, and let me in 123. Set login is true. These settings only useful with IP spoofing or direct call or any internal number without password. But many times we need a valid credential. We should set correct internal number and password, and login should be enabled. So this is our settings, and I will call 200. Okay. Also, I will call 101. They know me 102. I can change it. For example, my from source number could be any number. Also, my from name could be anything. I already log on with my correct user and correct password. These are spoofed. These are fakes. So I ran a call. It doesn't work. I will change my target. 122. There's no call. Okay. I will change my source port number. This port could be related with this user or 100 user. No, it doesn't work. Because my server is protected for invoice spoofing. This server protected invoice spoofing. But we have another option. We will use it just a few minutes later. Okay. I just initiate a call, but it's privileged. I should correct my from. This one is ignored because server is protected. It uses only from name when set it in its configuration interface, not from me or invite request. So this is correct, this one is correct, and this one is correct. Okay, we have a call 102. We can initiate only correct call, real call, not spoofed. Okay, we can use it. We have another attack, DOS mode. We can attack this server calling anywhere, calling ValueAdded services, calling international numbers, initiate many calls to many clients, and this server will be unavailable or service declined us. Or ringing many users same time is another funny denial of service. In great network like this service, it should be a problem. All clients ringing. Okay, I will try. DOS mode enabled, numeric users true, numeric ranges 200 and 205. Okay. Ringing all numbers after 200. I will reject that. Also, I can set this minimum and maximum number to any value. So I can initiate many call, 2000, 3000 or more. Should be available. Server should be unavailable. But this time I will not use this type of denial of service because I need this server for another test. Trust analysis. This page. Hacking trust relationships between SIP gateways. This paper includes a new method, hacking trust relationships between SIP gateways. I have a design, hacking operator. This server, Izmir, trusts Ankara and Istanbul servers. This trusted international operator can initiate many calls via these servers, and these servers redirect this call to Izmir and customer or anywhere. So I try to fake my address like it came from trusted server to asterisk server. Also, I will use another method for this technique, and this method initiate call. Okay, it's complicated, I understand, but I explained it in this paper. I will explain this attack just clean way. This thin line is my road. These servers are trusted. I cannot access this server and this server. Maybe these servers are different cities or different services, SIP servers. So I can detect this server's IP address and transports within my spoofing method. When a server, SIP server, trusts another SIP server or soft switch, it should be IP based. This firewall or another firewall protects this server. If they use any authentication method or SSL or encryption method, the traffic will be slow, and it's not acceptable in voice calls. Because of that, they trust IP address and port. I try to send fake IP address and fake from call number. I used a Moodle for this. Model name is Citrust. This model prepares a packet. Source IP address and port should be set an IP range and port range. Also, I should detect this packet or result. First one is easy. I can send spoofed packets from anywhere, like this one or this way. But I have no idea about this packet or this port or any answer, because IPs and ports are spoofed. I have a trick. I can call myself. I send spoofed IP packets, initiate a call, and this packet calls me, and from name fields contain IP address and port. I should define a range. I have no idea about range, trust range or third-party operator. I believe this IP address and this network should include a few servers. This range between 200 and 210 contains a few servers. I cannot access them. For example, destination IP is unreachable. I cannot access this IP network. I can define a port range if port-based restrictions enabled. In this scenario, it's not required. I only set a valid port. These parameters required for defining trusted network. SIP port and SIP server required for this setting. Our SIP server IP address is this one. I will send spoofed packets, so I should define an interface to send them. Okay, these should be set. Okay, how it call me? I should do this one. This is a client. I can use this SIP client, any SIP client, for waiting a call. I have already many users and passwords. I used one of them, 101. I will just check. It should be up. Okay. These clients are up and they can call each other. Just for this scenario, you should think this one is mine. I already connected this server with valid client with my credentials. Okay. My credential is 101. So it should be called. It should call 101. Okay. I will explain what happened. This range is our target range. This module sent spoofed packets from these IPs to Asterix server, and Asterix server accept this call and redirect it to me. Okay, this from number is our trusted port and trusted IP address. Also another one. This client accepts many calls at the same time. So we have one trusted connection and second one is this one. Our invite call contains this IP address and port in from and from name field. So we can detect these trusted third-party operators. I have many clients. Okay, I detect trusted servers. How can I initiate a spoof call? I can initiate a spoofed call with this module. I should change action. from field equal James mode. I should define source host range. I have any information. I already detected. These servers are trusted, so I enter this trusted server. I can define source ports, but it doesn't require it now. These settings is fine. Okay. I can call any client. Bound. James Bond. Okay. I initiate a fake call and I detect trusted servers and trusted network. SIP Proxy and client analysis is another subject. We can use this module for analyzing client requests. Also, this module supports on-the-fly replacement. This file is template. I can use it for test clients or SIP servers. This proxy redirects call between SIP client and server, and this file is replacement file. Tab is separation value. First one is regular expression or simply any string, and second one is whatever you want. This is IP regex. When this client detects an IP address in this content, it will be changed to this value. Or when this value is detected, this huge AAA segment will be replaced. It's useful for buffer overflow testing. Okay. This module should be set like this. A SIP client should be defined. Also, a SIP server should be defined. Other values are required for server. For example, this client IP and port, when client initiate a call or initiate a register request, we will manipulate it. So we should start this server and we should define like that. This site, this service, PRX client IP and PRX client port, these are information of SIP services for client. PRX SRV port is required for SIP server communication, and server IP and server port is mirrors IP address and port, client IP and client port we already have a client and port. Okay, why we need a proxy client or proxy server or on-the-fly replacement? We can initiate many attacks, not like this scenario. For example, we can use man-in-the-middle attack. This server should be defined man in the middle. When we start this server and redirect client requests to this server, our fake server modify it and replace with any requested value. It requires buffer overflow testing or memory corruption or race condition errors or basically changing clients from or to fields. So we can use it. For example, customer try to call another number and we can change it and he or she could call us without any information. Or basically we can redirect another way. This model is complex. You should examine it. I will prepare a simple guide to attack SIP services, but this video is basic demo of penetration testing of SIP services. All modules and steps are implemented basically. More advanced or sophisticated attacks could be performed with these modules. Also, you can develop any special model with this trusted library. You can download it from VIPROY VoIP Penetration Testing Kit projects page. Thank you for listening.